What the fuck?
Jay, bend over. Me.
Dad.
Hello, Coraline and Coraline doll.
Good evening, chocolatiers. Welcome back to Oktoberfest 2025. Tonight, we are taking a trip into one of the most creepiest stop-motion worlds ever, Coraline. Directed by Henry Selick and based on the dark fantasy novel by Neil Gaiman. This movie is one of the most rare animated films that has hit that perfect balance of having that magical, imaginative, and straight up disturbing world. It's the kind of film that sticks with you, especially if you watched it as a kid, because let's be real, Coraline scarred a whole generation. So I remember when I first saw Coraline, I thought that it was going to be a cute little kids movie. I remember I was excited. And it's from the same studio that worked on A Nightmare Before Christmas. So how scary could it be? Then the button eyes showed up and I was like, oh, never mind. So this movie does something that a lot of modern dark family films don't really attempt. It actually respects how frightening childhood imagination can be. And it's not fake spooky, it's really eerie. So the story follows Coraline Jones, voiced by Dakota Fanning, a curious and independent girl who moves into a new house with her busy parents. She's bored, lonely, and ignored, and Coraline discovers a hidden door in her new home that leads to another world. It's a mirror version of her own life where everything seems better. Her other mother cooks her favorite meals, her other father sings songs about her, and even her cat can talk. Everything feels perfect until it's not. Soon Coraline realizes this world isn't a dream, it is a trap. The other mother wants to keep her there forever by sewing buttons over her eyes. The director here is a master of stop motion weirdness. Coraline is a visual masterpiece. The detail in this movie is insane. Every texture, every puppet, tiny background movement feels alive. The colors tell a story. The real world is dull, gray, and cold, and the other world is very vibrant, warm, and magical until it starts rotting from the inside. It's subtle visual storytelling that really turns this movie into a beauty and the horror. And the sound design, the whispers, the creaking, the noises makes the entire world feel haunted. Even the score by Bruno feels like a lullaby that slowly turns into a nightmare. Dakota Fanning brings Coraline to life perfectly. She's both stubborn while being brave and courageous and curious and relatable. And you really do feel for her because she's not a cliche kid in danger character. She's smart, determined, and resourceful. Teri Hatcher does incredible voice work as both the real mom and the other mother, switching between warmth, charm, and absolutely nightmare fuel. And the cast nails it all around, but the real star is the animation. Laika didn't just make a movie, they built an entire world by hand, frame by frame. So at its core, Coraline, when you really look at it, is about appreciation, independence, and temptation. It's a story about wishing for something better and realizing the cost of that wish. The other world represents that dangerous kind of comfort, the illusion of control, the idea that perfection always hides something sinister underneath. It's both a fairy tale, but one that doesn't sugarcoat things, because growing up means realizing that love isn't always going to be perfect, but it is going to be real as long as you're in the real world. Now, there are a bunch of standout scenes here, which I want to highlight. The button eyes reveal is pure nightmare fuel. The spider transformation, the stop motion horror is at its finest here. The final escape where Coraline finally faces the other mother head on is pure cinema. Each of these moments feel very handcrafted to scare you, not enough to jump scare, but through tension, dread, and imagination. It doesn't go for those cheap tactics for scares, but for real things. If there's one thing to mention, it's that the pacing might feel a little slow for a modern audience, especially early on, but honestly, that slow build is what's going to make this movie pay off. It's what makes it pay off and hits harder. It lets you sink into the world before it turns on you, and this movie doesn't rush, it just lurks. Coraline isn't just one of the best stop-motion films ever made, it's one of the best modern dark fantasies, period. It's both creepy, it's creative, emotional, and endlessly rewatchable. It teaches kids about bravery and it reminds adults what fear feels like. It's a haunting masterpiece that proves animation can be just as powerful and terrifying as live action. That's another one down for Oktoberfest 2025. Stay tuned tomorrow because we will be covering Chris Stuckman and Neon's brand new movie, Shelby Oaks. And if you loved Coraline as a child, or if you loved Coraline today like I do still, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on this film. Let me know your favorite scene down below. And like, subscribe for more because we've got some more Oktoberfest movies to cover. Catch you guys on the next one.
You may come out when you've learned to be a loving daughter.